diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me Will Miles. He's a defensive lineman out of Central Methodist. How's your day going, sir?
Day's going pretty good. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. For people that don't know, tell us where Central Methodist is.
It's a little town in Missouri called Fayette. It's about 30 minutes from Mizzou.
Cool, cool. A lot of you know key elements really drew me to you in doing this interview, man. I mean, I got a lot of great reports as to this defensive lineman. Often, basically some awesome size to work with. Two-time All-Conference player. But I do want to just kind of get your full story, man. So, start us back from the beginning. Tell me, maybe where you're from, where you went to high school, and get us there to Central Methodist, if you don't mind.
Well, I was born on the south side of Chicago. When I was about 4 or 5, me and my mother moved to Rock Island, Illinois. And from there, I grew up. I have 2 sisters. I'm the only boy. I got all girl cousins. And yeah, I picked up sports about 6th grade. I started playing basketball and football. That progressed to just playing basketball for a while. I went to Rock Island High School. I played basketball and football there. Then when I got to junior college at Arizona Western, I stopped playing basketball and only played football my first semester. And I came back my next year, played basketball there too. I committed to Northwestern State once I left there, but decided to come to Central Methodist. I felt like it was a better move for me. And, 4 years later, I'm just rocking out.
Gotcha, gotcha. So, again, Chicago kid, eventually, making his way out there to Central Methodist. Um, I have you in my notes about 6'5" and some change, 280 and some change, depending on the day. But what does that mean for you? I mean, where would we find you on the field? What kind of position would you be playing?
Depending on the game, sometimes our game plan changes, but having a versatile defense that we have with Marquez and Kari in the back behind me, we can interchange and switch out a lot. So I find myself playing like the whole D line sometimes, just depending on what holes we need to plug and things like that.
Great. And what do you feel is like the best thing that you bring to the table as a prospect?
I feel like I'm a great team guy and I get a lot done. Sometimes it's not always making the tackle. I do a lot of selfless plays, taking pullers, make sure I'm in my gap, make sure everybody else is lined up.
Okay, and I mean, and I was just made aware that you were now just recently named a team captain. So, talk to me about what it really means to you to be a team captain, and what kind of leader you would be for your team this year.
Personally, this is my first time being a team captain, but I felt like it was long deserved. I feel like I have a good relationship with all my teammates. I try to make sure I talk to them on a day-to-day basis, make sure they're all right, make sure they're feeling mentally there. Some people always need somebody to look up to, and I feel like I'm that person.
Great, and um, for you guys, there being in the NAIA, I mean, you were lucky enough to actually be able to play this past fall, with all the pandemic going on. So, tell me just a little bit about this past season, the 2020 season, and maybe how the pandemic may have affected you.
When COVID first hit, being a young kid, I'm like, I won't affect our season. Like, we'll be okay. It's just the flu. So once it rolled around our football season, I got a little nervous, but they knocked our games down from 12 to 9. So I was pretty hyped, being able to play my last year. And then they said we get the year back. So that even brought me more joy, one more time to strap it up with all my guys.
Cool. So, was there ever a thought about maybe transferring out, or what was your situation there?
I mean, a couple of people talked to me about transferring out, but I felt like I owed Coach Kyle my loyalty because he took a chance on me. So I felt like I just owe it to him to finish out here.
Cool. Well, I mean, hey, man, you gotta appreciate the loyalty in a kid. So, I like that. So, what's a normal week for you? I mean, preparing for your opponent. Walk me through like a typical week of you, maybe in the film room, in the weight room, and such like that.
Well, I always start Monday morning. We always get our scouting reports early, so I try to get in with my coach. You know, watch film with him, see what little nicks and knacks he can pick up from their offense. You know, and I try to take that and relay it to my teammates. Then about Tuesday and Thursday, that's when I get my lifts in. I mostly do like core, you know, work my arms a little bit, make sure I'm in tip top shape. It's a lot of wear and tear throughout the season. You know, and then Tuesdays we practice at 5 a.m. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we're always up at 5 a.m. So I'm always up and at it early. And then, you know, we always got our film sessions. I always do like stretching, make sure I'm limber. I don't want to pull nothing like that. About Thursday, Thursday we meet as a team and we go over our film. So I make sure like, you know, everybody in a position group, like Quez goes over inside coverages with the linebackers. And then Kari will go through like route packages for the safeties and the DBs. And then I give everybody the O-line work. So yeah. And then Friday we're just off and rolling.
Nice, nice. And what's your favorite lift there in the weight room? So you got a favorite lift or something there you want to share?
I prefer to hang clean or bench.
All
I
right.
feel like one about hang clean, I just like the motion. I can get a lot of weight up there. You know, I'm working about that 315, 350 range right now.
Sweet, sweet. Well, I mean, I always ask guys kind of like their mentality towards the weight room because I mean, for some guys, they're really trying to get better and better and get more and more weight. Well, how does it how is it for you, man? What's your approach there? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish?
I feel like I just want to be honest, I want to look like Miles Garrett because he just looks beastly or godly anytime he does anything. And I just love to like be that big and just be confident in myself like that.
Gotcha. So being from the Chicago area, are you a Bears fan then? Is that kind of where your
Oh,
fandom lies?
die hard. Can't change, die hard.
All right, all right. Well, I mean, you had mentioned Miles Garrett there, so I mean, like, I don't know, like, for some people, like, it doesn't matter where your hometown is, your allegiance might, be, elsewhere. So, um, all right, dude. Well, I get it. It's all good. You could probably tell where I'm from just by the background, but I mean, it is what it is. So, um, hey, tell me maybe about I don't know, maybe one of your best moments as a football player. So maybe best game, maybe a highlight, something that comes to mind for
Actually, for me, my best moment was also my worst moment. So my first year here was my first time back playing defense because I only played offense in JUCO. So we're playing a triple option team. You know, I'm having a decent game. I come in, I'm shooting down the line. I think I got a quarterback sack. I see him. I see one of the linemen coming to cut me. I try to jump out the way. He flips me. And as I'm flipping, I kind of like karate kick the quarterback in the face. So I get the sack. I mean, it's cool, but I also tore my MCL in the same breath. So it was like a good reboot for me. Almost, it humbled me because I felt like I was just too high.
I'm sorry, dude. That just listening to that just made me want to just cry laughing. It reminds me of what was that Waterboy? Like you remember that movie where like Adam Sandler's character literally drop kicks the dude.
Yeah,
Like that was the first thing that came to mind for me. But that stinks. You said that was that was like your first year there. Is that
yeah,
how
my
that worked? So I mean,
2018.
so obviously, all of that stuff you're now 3 years removed from that injury, so I mean I'm assuming that that's long since gone. You
Yeah.
don't have any problems with that. Cool. Interestingly enough, so you end up you make the play, but
Mm-hmm.
you karate kicked him and hurt yourself at the same time. Again, you've had some decent, years there. I mean, again, like I had mentioned before, I mean, two-time all-conference player back in 2019, actually getting over 15 TFLs, which I think is great. So obviously a darn good pass rusher there. Um, nothing about you, which I think is interesting as part of your resume as an athlete, is basketball. So walk me through your basketball journey and maybe how that has helped you as a football player.
Well, honestly, basketball was my first love. Like I thought like football was like the side hobby for me in high school. Like Never really wanted to go to football practice. It was just basketball, basketball, basketball. So, and being on like a top team in the state of Illinois, it was real demanding. I was seeing a lot of people night in, night out that now play in the NBA. So it just prepared me, I guess.
Gotcha. So, and the other thing that I have in my notes is that you actually played basketball at Central Methodist. So,
Mhm.
how did they use you there? Like, were you like a power forward or something?
I was a center, almost like a Zach Randolph, just a big bully, big body to throw in there, the
Okay.
intimidate rebound.
That's kind of interesting. So, I mean, does that mean that you got some decent ups because you're usually there? I mean, how does that work for you?
Last time we measured, I think I had a 35-inch vertical. So yeah, if you ever see me walk around, I look a little odd, but like my athleticism makes up for it.
Gotcha. Well, and then another thing that I feel like really is in your favor, and I know it might sound silly, is your wingspan is freakish, man. Like I don't take that lightly. I mean, when you have a guy with almost 36-inch arms, that's what I have in my notes. So correct me if I'm wrong, but
Uh,
35 and 7/8 arms.
mm,
So I mean, you are wider, like your wingspan is more than your height. That's just
yeah.
amazing that you're able to do that. So obviously you're able to get those arms up, probably lay down some dunks here and there on the court. Um, Cool. And again, those sorts of things they translate to the football field. I mean, whether it's just kind of getting your hands up, batting the ball down, getting being able to reach in and grab the guy in the backfield. So awesome stuff there. Um, let's kind of get to know you outside of football a little bit, if you don't mind. Tell me a little bit about yourself, hobbies, interests, talents, anything else that you got going on there. So, I mean, I see you got a lot of colorful posters in the background. So, if you want to, let me know what's happening there, that'd be great.
Well, the first thing you ever will know about me, I'm a diehard Naruto lover. I've been watching it since I was 7. I got the Leaf Village tattooed on me. A lot of it gave me a lot of my morals for how I go about how I live today. So, I really love Naruto. It coordinated with me throughout my life, so I always keep it around. But outside of that, I play a lot of video games. I've been streaming on Twitch a lot lately. I'm working my way up to affiliate level. I play a lot of Call of Duty, 2K, Need for Speed. You know, not really a party person, but I will go like hunt, fish, off-roading. Like I like doing outdoorsy things sometimes.
Cool. And I don't know, talk to me a little bit about like your hometown. Like if I were to come visit you in like your hometown, like where would be the one place that, we would have to go? So what comes to mind for you?
Well, I'm a big eater. You can't get to 280 not eating. First place I gotta take you is Alfano's Pizza. It's almost the greatest thing you'll ever taste. And then gotta take you to La Rancherita, Hungry Hobo, Whitey's. You'll love it. Promise you.
Nice. Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with pizza. I mean, for some people like they can't eat pizza, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Um so what if you could go back in time a little bit, maybe give your younger self a little bit of advice, talk to your high school self. What's like the one thing you might tell that guy?
Uh Not caring isn't cool. Just because you want to be cool so bad, not care, but you should care. Hit the weight room, take everything serious.
All right, all right. I get it. Um, well, hey man, I mean, obviously, you've gotten yourself to a point where, a lot of people respect you as a football player, expect a whole lot for you this upcoming fall. What are your goals this season?
Honestly, I wanna break a couple records. I've been close a couple times, but I feel like breaking some records and being an All American is like the greatest way I could ever end it. And also bringing Coach Khaled a championship, I feel like he deserves it.
Cool, cool. So as we begin to wrap up, I always ask guys the why question. So, hit me with your why, man. Why do you do what you do? Tell me a bit about your motivation.
Really, my motivation would be my mom and my 2 sisters. They've always been there for me. So it's like I feel like I owe them the world. They came to all my games, driven me to all my practices, sacrificed days, hours, weekends just to see me play basketball, things like that. So I feel like I owe them the world.
Nice. Well, I mean, obviously you got to keep your family, first and foremost. So I love that. That's always an excellent motivator for people. Very last thing for you, man. I want you to give your pitch to all those teams, in the NFL or anyone really, as to why they need to, really pay attention to you this fall, and maybe even give you a chance at the next level. Draft a guy out of the NAIA ranks, man. Why should they do that?
I feel like anybody out there in the NFL watching right now, if you take a chance on me, you're getting a guy who came from being the last man on his JUCO roster to the top person on his roster. Now I'm going to work my ass off. You're never going to get nothing less than 100% from me. I always try to go hard. And if I can't go hard, I'm going to find another way to go hard. I'm always in the weight room. I'm always in my film. I just try to do everything right and by the book, not really a troublemaker. So, yeah.
Great. Yeah, I mean, I think we already talked about this a little bit and how you bring a lot to the table, I feel. I mean, you bring a great deal of athleticism and just competitive nature to you. I mean, and I do feel like that basketball background is really going to help you at the next level. I mean, your length is amazing. And if people don't really pay attention to you, they're foolish. So and I think that's one of the best things you have going for you. Again, 6'5" and in some change, 280 and some change. Very versatile along that defensive front. Able to use you, maybe even as a pass rusher, depending on the scheme and such. So, again, a lot going for you as an athlete. So I hope people are paying attention and really come out to see your games, man. I wish you best of luck. All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Again, we have Will Miles. He's defensive lineman out of Central Methodist. Definitely check him out this fall.